magic to cast it again.
No, I meant basically learning that spell instead of the spell that does damage to enemies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
bleed
probably
out, you
should've-
fucking beast. Gonna heal.
Currently, I think
Well.
healing might be more important.
Ugh,
Well.
shit.
Also,
You are a healer
yep,
by
also,
trade.
Yep. Also, Alistair, you just took another 16 points of damage.
I knew it.
You're still poisoned.
That's why I'm healing.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
You're casting Cure or Poisona?
Well, I probably need to cast fucking both.
Cast Poisona, and do you have any healing potions, or I can give you one?
I'm about to
I
say
have got a healing potion, so I might as well cast a
I'm
spell.
about to say, get rid of that poison, and then we can heal you up with potions and shit.
Yep. Give me a sec. I just need to check the spell again.
So
Hey,
Thanatos
you
takes
laugh.
Free of my.
Sounds
It takes
fine.
3 of my MP. Okay.
To cast Poisona?
Yep. So what do I have to cut? 2 d6s and anything else?
No, you don't
No,
have to roll
it's-
anything. It just you quickly you quickly touch your hand to your staff, you mutter something, you pull your hand away from your staff. There's a sparkle of green light that turns more to like this pretty white color, and as it fades, you're still terribly wounded. You're at 7 hit points, but you're no longer poisoned. You're no longer taking damage over time.
Chug down a healing potion, man.
Yeah. So I just take that off my list.
What's a quarter of your
One
maximum HP?
A quarter.
What's your max HP?
Oh, my max HP is 82.
Well, in that case, a potion will get you back 20 hit points.
So which is better then? Well, I could take a healing potion and do cure, I suppose. So I'm
Good.
gonna need it.
Save the cure. We've got things that can.
But if I use up 2 of my potions, I have nothing left except the MP one. So that's
Here,
another
hold on.
thing. I
Well,
still
get
got the
you-
MP one.
We'll get
Yeah,
you
that's
some
why-
health later. Try and save for the time being, and stay in the back.
Also, hey Tom,
Yes.
how much does food restore health?
Well, the consumable item you have, what is it again?
It's a pie.
That'll restore about the same amount of HP as a potion.
Alright.
The main difference that I'm sort of house ruling here between potions and consumables like that and food items is that foods cannot be used in combat.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
Yes.
So
Alice
that
here.
sounds
Here.
better than I.
Alice here. Here, take this.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Nice job killing this creature, by the way, Thanatos.
I figured if physical attacks weren't working, I'd use magic to pierce through that shell.
I definitely need to learn more attack-if spells to handle this.
Let's say you focus on healing and keeping us alive. You leave all the battle magic to me.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask. Hades, how much MP does stone cost?
I believe 5.
5, yeah.
Here,
Alright.
yeah.
So you're down to 9 MP.
Yep.
Which is not showing up for him. Okay.
Yeah, I just did it. Alright, so
So, this thing is interesting. And have you ever seen a creature like this?
if any of you want to know for sure if you've ever encountered or heard of these things before, you can go ahead and roll lore or monster checks.
Let's have a look. I think I have a bit of... No, I don't. Well, the only thing I have on lore is magic.
Then this will just be a straight 2d6 for you.
You know, I really missed out. I should have put that I had lore on monsters. Oh well.
Also, I noticed...
Right.
Yeah.
Nature calls.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
Nature calls.
Oh, okay. Nature
Okay,
calls.
bathroom. Alright.
Just take a little break while
Yep,
we.
as I
kinda
thought, I
sort
have
through
no idea what this creature is.
You've never seen one like
Never
it?
saw it in the book.
I still am giddy that of all of them, all of us, I get to kill this freaking abomination of yours and Fallen.
Well, I mean, it's my abomination. Fallen just did more with it.
Do you have any idea how much he is spammed my server with these goddamn pictures of Hysnoguins?
No. I do know he's planning on doing a comic that involves Hysnoguin somehow, though.
I'm just going to state that every time I see Hysnoguin now, I'm going to freaking stab it through the shell with rocks.
Well, at any rate, on that
Yes.
note,
That'll be fine, everyone. I may not be
On
100%,
that
but
bombshell.
I live.
Thanatos,
I think we should press on.
Thanatos, are you gonna roll a lore check to see if you know what this thing is?
Well, I pretty much already said that I don't know what this is.
Well,
Yeah, but roll.
Yeah, the nature check might, the lore check might change that. You might have heard about him at least. Like, you've never encountered one, but maybe if you've heard of him.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
What about you,
I don't know if an 8.
Rocket? Oh wait, Rocket's gone for a while, but we
That's
also
all
get back.
All right, Thanatos. You think you've heard something about creatures with multiple heads and weird flippers and tails that reside in some kind of unusual shell, but the stories you heard portrayed them as having dog heads and mucousy skin that live near and in oceans, not with rock shells, snake heads and tails, and living next to rivers. You never learned the name of the creatures, though.
Yeah.
When Rocket gets back, we can have her make a lore check.
Yeah.
Yep.
My goodness. May I just stay out of character? How much I hate you for putting this in.
I just love the reaction I got when everyone realized what they were dealing with.
You were probably just hoping mostly from me.
I was
Because you
hoping.
know my-
I was hoping from everyone. I could smell the fuck yous from a mile away.
It's like we weren't expecting your abomination creation in this.
No, we weren't. I wasn't even thinking about that rock being anything. I figured it was just a rock.
I
And
knew it was coming up before being like a giant hermit crab or something.
well, then I mean, it did its job. It's meant to be camouflage.
And apparently,
Hysnoguins are ambush predators.
so did it get the
Oh, they know.
cultists too, or just the chocobos?
Oh,
If you recall, you remember there were tracks heading further up, so at least some of the cultists got away, and they had a chocobo
without
with
the
them.
barrels though, so I wonder what they're up to now.
The barrel's full of dead bodies, which they were probably going to throw into the mouth of the river.
Is there any way we can actually get rid of them while we're here? Set fire to them.
I mean,
I do have a fire spell, but I prefer
Because I
not.
don't feel safe leaving these barrels of rotting flesh virus carriers here.
Question, Tom.
Yeah?
If I use a wisp made of fire, could I set them ablaze with that?
your wisp is made of fire, so if you just hold it there for a second, as long as it doesn't rain, you should be fine. Yeah, totally.
All right.
Dispose of these things.
All right.
Vanitas, can you do one of those spells to burn?
Sure.
Spells?
I snap my fingers and make a fire wisp appear.
All right.
That's That's 1 MP.
Yep, already spent it.
And set all of the barrels and the cart ablaze.
Let me find a fire icon really quick.
Yeah, just so no cultists can double back and actually, dump it in the river.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck what lives in the river, as far as I'm concerned at this point. But I'm more concerned where the river goes to.
After defeating such a creature like that, I think we should be more careful, just in case there's any more of them.
Yeah, let's stick clear of the river, guys.
And stay away from any rocks of any kind.
Hey.
This land is weird.
Ah, you're back. Welcome.
Also, you know what I just realized?
What?
We just fought a Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Get it? Rocky Balboa.
I don't get it.
Boa constrictor, Tom.
I don't know what this.
It's a snake.
I get the snake part. I get the feeling there's another reference that I'm missing here.
Rocky, it's in a rock. Balboa.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not getting why that's funny, though. Is it a reference to someone?
Yes, you've never seen the Rocky movies?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Rocky
really...
Balboa.
No.
You
Wow,
uncultured
you've never seen the
swine.
Rocky movies, guys.
You uncultured swine.
Excuse me, I'm just laying back and face palming.
I've heard of them. I've seen bits of them, but I don't much care for, like, punch people movies. At least not unless it's stupidly over the top, like Dragon Ball Z or Bleach or something. I can deal with that.
Oh, I say it gets over the top in the sequel as well.
Are they punching? Are they punching people through mountains and blowing up cities with snaps of their fingers?
Well, let's just say the last one goes completely apeshit. There's even a fucking robot in it, which is walking a fucking happy birthday, which is like, am I watching a Rocket movie or something else? What the fuck?
Well,
Anyway,
anyways, Rocket. Everyone rolled lore monster checks to see if they knew what the hell this snake thingy was.
we also start a fire.
Yeah, they're burning all the body parts. So it's your turn to roll a lore check before you move on.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm just constantly kicking the shit out of the creature that tried to kill me.
A paladin who does not respect the dead. That's new.
Alice here.
Sorry, but this thing tried to kill me and everyone here.
Alice here. It's dead. Pay it some respect.
All right. Okay, so Rocket, you know what these things are because you vaguely remember they used to hunt you. Memories of your time before you were granted sapience are fuzzy and fleeting and just based purely off of primal instinct, so you can't really make much out of them. But just looking at this thing, it sets off a few memories of as a younger black chocobo chick in a forest somewhere, running desperately away from a river as one such creature suddenly sprang out of a rock to try and nab you. And you remember it got another chocobo that was part of your flock. You don't know what they're called, but you know that they are ambush predators and they are extremely dangerous. And you also know that this particular variety is capable of spitting poison at people, and you already saw that, of course.
Yeah, I don't think we need to find that out.
Yeah, Alice here found that hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just double tap to make sure it's properly dead.
It's dead. It had its entire internal body obliterated by a giant spike of rock.
I'm about to say, I skewered it.
It's dead, yeah.
Anyway.
I was contemplating using magic on it. I was thinking fire at first, but then I was like, okay, wait, this is a water creature and it just got out of the water. Fire probably not going to be a good idea. Okay, stone. I'll break the fucking shell. I didn't think I was going to fucking impale it.
Scavenge check. All right, looting the body then.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if we can get, like, venom from this thing or something.
Yeah, I would like some of the venom to study.
All right. Well, after kind of working on it for a bit, you are able to acquire two things. You're able to pick up a few shards of its shell that were blasted out when Thanatos did his thing, and that would be a tier 2 shell component. And you also find some moss growing along its shell. And that is a tier 2 slime/oil component. For, things like synthesis if you ever want to dabble in that.
Oh, joy.
So you guys can put those tier 2 shell and slime components among yourselves however you wish.
Same,
you guys. I think you guys can keep hold of that.
Alice
Fair
here's
enough.
Alice here's the freaking one probably going to be delving into that shit.
Well, I would be studying it.
Alright. So, all in favor for getting the fuck out of here for any more of those things coming out of the river, say aye.
Well, definitely, let's get out of here.
Yep, well, as you decide to proceed, smoke begins to rise from the flames.
Oh dear.
Thanatos for the win.
I feel like we just made a horrible decision.
What makes you say
Rocket
that?
says as it fades to black.
I say I burned infected body parts. I
They
feel
got
like.
rid of it, though. I have a feeling they.
All right,
And it's
so
right next to a river. There's nothing gonna happen.
so what is your plan of action now? It's currently, like we were saying earlier, about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. The sun is starting to dip towards the horizon.
It's getting dark. We might have to set camp soon. If we don't find out where this trail ends.
See if we can find shelter, like a cave or something.
We have to be careful. Who knows? There could be a creature lurking inside. And I do not want to be near-death experience again, thank you.
And I'd rather get away from this river so we don't have another one of those things jump out.
So I suggest we go somewhere where there's high ground, but it also can work as shelter.
Well, don't forget, right now you guys are still kind of in that gorge canyon thing I mentioned earlier, so.
Because that cave.
In that case, if that's your plan, everyone roll nature checks to look for a good place to set up camp.
Because this went so well for me last time.
Indeed.
Oh, my nature.
Redemption!
Dark Knight's win.
Give me a moment. Because mine's pretty high. If I'm doing this right. Let's see.
I missed so many opportunities making my character. I could have made him like a freaking monster hunter and have like just nature and monster lore in
Lock
there.
it. Any luck?
All right, well.
Yeah.
And it's the sapient animal and the Dark Knight who apparently know how to get places.
I mean, the sapient animal has instinct on her side, just knowing instinctively where good places to hunker down are.
Indeed.
So, with a bit of insight from Thanatos, spent months upon months more or less on his own in the wilderness at a time as he grew up, you guys kind of spend a little while searching around, and eventually you pass out of the gorge, and you find a secluded spot off to the side, and you start setting up camp there. Using those same nature checks, we'll say that you're able to get up a serviceable camp arranged, and the sun is dipping below the horizon. You're able to get a campfire set up. Crickets start filling the air. The air starts turning really cold and frigid. You can see your breath quite clearly condensing in the air in the firelight.
Certainly got cold real quick.
I mean, it's winter, so don't forget.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yeah. It's also why the sun is setting at 6 p.m.
Fair enough. So, that was quite a little experience we had.
Indeed. Not at my most finest moment, I know that.
Yeah.
Still a bit rough and sore, actually.
Yeah. It's all over and done with. It's not the scariest thing I've ever seen.
True. But just to think, though, something like that, living out here and can also take down a chocobo like they're nothing, I'm surprised I'm still alive.
There are far worse things out in the world, my friend.
Yes. I just hope that us being delayed by that creature, that the cultists didn't get an advantage.
I don't think they fared much better.
I'm about to say, they lost their wagon and their transportation. I imagine they didn't get far.
True.
And their objective.
And that is true, Rocket. They lost what they were planning on, at least one wagon.
But have they lost all of it? I mean, we have no idea how many barrows that wagon carried. What if they did get away with one at least?
We'll have to see tomorrow. Anyway, we should all try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Rotate watch.
I'll take first one.
I would take one, but I think I need more rest than anything
I
else.
think I'd say you of all of us need the rest. You'll take a last watch.
I'm used to this. I can do it.
Hopefully, I'd be more capable in the morning.
All right. All right.
Yeah, you took one for the team.
So Neothil's got first watch. Who's got second?
I'll take second.
Okay, and then Rocket has third and Alistair has fourth. All right.
Yep.
All right, well, night falls over you. You know, it gets darker and everyone kind of turns in and starts getting rest. Neothil, if you'd be so kind as to make an awareness check for your watch.
Hey.
We don't even get a little bit of sleep, and you're gonna throw something at us.
15. One off a crit.
Nothing bad happens during your watch. A rat kind of scampers by at one point, but that's about it.
Could have been a spider.
It could have been, but it wasn't.
It could have
all
been
right.
a spooter, just a random crossbow shot goes off.
All right.
What?
All right. All right. Thanatos,
Nothing.
your
It's all
turn.
fine. Go back to sleep.
Thanatos, go ahead. Roll awareness for your watch.
Oh, great! Awareness checks always fuck. Yep.
No, nothing of note happens during your watch.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Rocket, I wish you
Why is it-
luck.
Why is it always awareness checks that fuck me?
I don't know.
Because rope.
All right, yep.
Because you're never gonna let me live that down, right?
Nope.
Fuck you.
Okay. Nope, nothing happens during Rocket's watch, and
Nothing gets past the chocobo.
yep, and Alistair,
Oh, great.
time
now
for
it's
you.
me.
Yep.
And I'm bloody injured still.
Yep. Well,
Well, we should all get a full rest at the
a travel rest, but considering you're all
Yeah.
above half HP and MP, you'll be up to max when you wake up.
My turn on watch, Rocket. Okay.
12.
Nothing bad happens during your watch. Now, before we go any further, if I could have everyone except for Tom deafen and mute themselves, please.
Okay.
Oh god.
Something's happening that you guys can't be privy to. I will post in chat when you can come back.
I have a feeling
Okay.
it might be.
Alright.
All right.
You need to mute yourself as well.
Yeah,
Darkness.
yeah,
You're
darkness, deafen. You
You
gotta
need
be deaf.
Deafen.
I know, I'm trying to find the deafening thing. Give me a moment.
It's the headset button. The headphones button.
Really?
Yeah, it's not
There
showing
you
up
go.
for some reason. It's just showing up the mic. Hang on.
It's right next to the mic.
It isn't, but don't worry. I've found right click to work.
All right.
There. So what's my number up to then?
well, that night, as you're sleeping, as you so astutely predicted, you start to dream. And it is familiar. All around you is that pitch black void you've become familiar with, filled with slowly drifting amber-colored stars. You look around a bit, not really sure what's going on or why. The air around you feels unspeakably cold, and it's all completely quiet. What do you do?
I just go out. Hello?
Your voice echoes and reverberates around you, and before you even opened your mouth to speak the words, you swear you could hear an echo building up to the voice as you spoke it, like that ghostly pre-echo thing that you sometimes hear. It echoes around you for a while. Somewhere off in the distance, you see a silhouette moving amongst the stars.
You. Who are you? Why are you here? Why do you keep doing this?
The silhouette stops moving as your voice echoes around. It turns to face you and draws closer, and as it approaches, you make out the features that have become somewhat familiar. You see the pale, almost white skin, sort of dark blue lipstick, the unusually dark eyes, a hood of a dark blue color pulled up over her head. You can see little locks of silvery blue hair hanging down. It looks quite long. The dark blue robes and feathered shoulders all flow very gracefully and naturally around her as she approaches. And she looks at you, but not quite. It's as if she's looking through you. She squints as if she's trying to see something, but can't. It's as if she knows you're there, but is having a hard time seeing you. She opens her mouth and says something, and you catch just the faintest echoes, murmurs of a sound in your ears from her call, but you can't make out the words.
Can I roll to see if I can read her lips?
It's gonna be pretty fucking high, but roll awareness, yeah.
Do my best. 11, pretty not there.
Yeah, no. You can't really make it out. She tries again a few times, steps closer to you, again, not really seeming to see you right in front of her. Any particular actions you wish to take?
So what was I kind of missed that last bit?
Again, she kind of walks towards you a little bit, but still doesn't seem to be aware of your presence. Any particular actions you wish to take?
Slowly reach out and see if I can touch her.
Well, she's reaching out as well as she's stepping through the area, and you reach out and try to touch that hand as she's approaching. Your finger doesn't press against her as it passes through it, and the space where your fingers intersect is unbearably cold and unnatural feeling, and by reflex you jerk your hand back involuntarily. She has a similar reaction. She jerks her hand back, looks at it, looks almost directly at you, but still through you. You're almost making eye contact, but again, it's like you're not quite there for her. Her expression becomes a bit more almost desperate looking. And she holds out her hand again.
I try again. This time prepared for the cold.
All right, well. Again, your fingers intersect, and it is very much a chilling feeling, but this time you're able to weather it, and as you do, for just a moment, her eyes focus, and you can tell now that she can see you. For a moment, you two make eye contact. All is still. Is there anything you wish to say?
Why do I know you?
She opens her mouth to speak. Suddenly the world around you shudders and trembles, and whatever she said is lost as your link is broken, and you go flying back to the waking world. Get everyone else back in here.
What are you two plotting?
Oh dear, what is it now?
I like how you're all thinking of negative shit.
It's you. It's you two.
I'm gonna wait till Lavinia gets in here, and then I'm gonna do my reaction upon awakening.
Yeah. Lumina, you in?
Hey, welcome back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lumina's here.
All right. So, Alistair, your watch has ended, and you're kind of
Yep,
getting everyone up. You're all back to max HP and MP.
just fun to do that.
Tom, do a thing. Ethill suddenly shoots up, awake in a cold sweat.
Why? Who? Again?
The fuck?
Fuck!
It's okay, it's okay. What's up? There's no danger, it's fine.
Get away! It's nothing. Just I just get up and walk out of the cave.
You weren't in a cave. You were more like off to the side of the road.
Well, I
grassy
walk
spot.
away. Just away.
All right.
That was odd.
I think she must have had a
This
bad
also,
nightmare.
while this is going on, she's trying to control a panic attack.
Yeah, all right. It takes you a little bit, but you're eventually able to calm down your breathing and just breathe and calm yourself. The shakes in your body go down. The cold sweat sort of stops perspirating. Kind of get a hold of yourself.
What are the others doing?
Well, I was going to check on Nee.
Kind of in shock. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nee, I know you said get away, but just wish to see that you're okay.
I don't wish to talk about it.
Very well. But you ever need someone to talk to?
Alice, yeah.
I'm sure we'll be happy to help. Any way we can.
I just kind of lower my head to knee and see if she's all right.
It'll be up to
Can't
Tom.
be angry at Rocket. God damn it.
That would be up to Tom.
All right. Give her some space, guys.
I kind of I can't be angry at Rocket. When Rocket looking at down at me, like lowering her head towards mine, I kind of give her a sad smile, a small scratch on their head, but then I walk off a little bit more.
Let's give her some space.
I agree.
Anyways, the sun's come up. There are a few clouds in the sky. Looks like it might really cloud up later, but for now you've got sunlight. How do you wish to proceed as a group?
Well, I suppose the bright side is we weren't attacked last night.
Always a bonus.
Well,
Doesn't mean we weren't botched.
once we sure everyone's ready, want to press on. Leave that. But of course, before then, unless you all get ready, I just make sure I got everything from...
While they're packing up, can I look for tracks? Just trying to distract myself.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll awareness.
Nine.
Think about it.
It's not too hard to find the tracks you were following last night. Since things have dried up a bit, they're not quite as easy to find, but since you already knew what you were looking for, the difficulty target here was pretty low. You found him easily enough.
So, I figure because we're going to go even further to wherever the cult may go, could anyone help me check the bushes for any edible berries or anything like that we could take along the way?
I wouldn't really trust any berries out here unless we know what they are, lest they be poisonous.
You could all make nature checks to try and forage for some food.
Alright. Alright. Nature check. Don't let me down. You haven't yet? Damn it. I had to say something.
Next going to be a 7 and then a 6. We got 9 and an 8 so far.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Come.
It's not going to attack.
It's not going to attack.
Which I will forever hate you for.
You hate me for a lot of things. That's hardly the worst. Alistair, Ethill, are you going to roll nature to forage for food?
No.
Okay.
No. Say Knee's not in the mood.
And Alistair?
And Alistair's just...
It was his idea. I just want to point that out.
His idea, and we're doing all the work.
Darkness, are you rolling nature to forage or not?
Hello, why have you muted yourself?
Did he disconnect?
He's muted for some reason. Darkness, unmute you merry shitstain.
Sorry about that, I was whittling. Do I do them back?
Alright. Are you going to roll on nature to forage for food along with everyone else? Because it was your idea, but they're doing all the work.
I know, sorry, I should have said something, but it just came unaware. I said I'll quickly mute. Hang on a sec. Doing the wall. Oh, yeah. And I have no... Okay.
Just a straight 2d6 then?
Yep, it's just a 2d6. That's all it is.
The white mage is not in tune with nature.
Sadly, no. I was focusing on stuff to keep us alive. So, yeah.
Geomancers are the ones who are more in touch with nature.
Bugger!
All right, let's say cumulatively you're able to gather together a meal's worth of berries. You like fill that empty rice bowl you have with the berries, so you have a an out of combat health restoration consumable, same as the pie or the rice, where 25% HP restored out of combat if used.
Cool. Alice, it was your idea. You carry it.
Okay.
All right, so is the party moving on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Following the
Me,
tracks?
I found some tracks. We can follow them.
Nice job, Nee. Let's go. And by the way, also found some berries.
That's
Good looking for
nice.
tracks.
I followed the tracks.
All right. Well, you follow the tracks. Another couple hours or so. It's getting on to, you'd say, probably about 10 a.m. when you find that the tracks you are following and the road, the dirt road in general, kind of curves off a bit, and up ahead you see a wooden bridge.
Oh, joy.
Oh, this just screams more Hysnoguins.
Oh no, it's another barrow. I knew it.
I say, watch those frickin' boulders.
Yeah, up ahead you do indeed see a barrel turned on its side.
I see seashells by the seashore.
Of course.
If I'm suspicious of any of these
Seashore.
rocks, it's this one.
Yes.
Mm.
Right next to a bloody barrel. Watch it. For all we know, he could just throw a random troll under the bridge at us.
Yeah, right, well, anyways. So,
Or a
Get off me,
chocobo.
breach.
how do you wish to proceed?
I don't like the looks of this.
How deep is this river?
I'm in no mood for shit, so I've already got my crossbow drawn and ready. Waiting for something to try it.
Okay, so just before
And
we
I'm going to
start
be by
doing
the
this,
tree and bushes here.
let's see, just before we go through this, how deep is that river?
It's deep enough that you could swim in it.
Can I fire an experimental arrow at this rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Roll an attack roll.
Just go right ahead. It's like, sure.
Check all the rocks.
What did you guys fucking
Check all
paranoid
the
about rocks?
I wonder why.
I don't want to be clamped again. Not again. Not
Hey,
the
hey.
clamps.
Right. You fire off your bolt, it flies over, bounces off the rock.
The fuck disconnect and reconnect? What the fuck was that?
No idea. But it's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's
All right.
just a
Oh,
rock.
thank goodness.
So, who wants to go first?
I just start crossing the bridge.
And
Be
Nee's
careful.
He doesn't give a fuck right now.
All right, Nee, I need you to roll awareness as you're crossing that bridge then.
Oh, God. Troll under the bridge. I knew it.
Be careful,
something
Nate.
does-
Better, it's freaking booby trap.
Would have been a lot wiser if someone with
11.
melee goes first.
All right. Well, then, as you're about getting to there, you see a person over there
Oh no.
with a bow and arrow, and they are aiming right at you, kind of hiding between this rock and the barrel.
Can I
You
take,
shot at that barrel. Probably scared the shit out of him.
Can I take, since I spotted him, can I take first strike?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because he didn't get surprised on because you spotted him. Party gets
Well,
first
check
move.
to see if he's in.
Would this situation qualify for using the ability?
The what?
Ambush, preemptive strike for additional damage.
I mean, you didn't ambush them, but I suppose. What does it say specifically? Let's find the wording on that.
Yeah, I only have the short version because I don't have room to write the whole thing.
Ambush. Okay. The ranger and all his allies deal an additional damage step with all physical attacks in the preemptive round of combat. For example, an attack that normally deals dex times 1 points of damage now deals dex times 2 instead. In addition, by spending 1 point of destiny, you may add a bonus equal to half of your nature skill as a bonus to the next stealth skill check made by you and each of your allies this game session. Or as I like to translate that to just one in-game day, so every 24 hours. And preemptive rounds? Let me see here.
See, on paper, it sounds like attacking first.
Well, let me see here. Preemptive rounds. Alright, yeah, it says here in the combat chapter, preemptive round. At the beginning of combat, all allies or enemies who have the element of surprise may act first. Characters may not use abilities or attacks when it is not their turn during the preemptive round, even if the ability says otherwise. However, they retain their avoidance scores, able to dodge reflexively. After the preemptive round is complete, the heroes act first. So, in this instance, you don't have surprise on them, and they don't have surprise on you because you spotted them. There is no preemptive round. You do not get that damage bonus.
Damn it. Oh.
Shoot him in
I'm
the
still
face.
shooting them in the face.
All right. Roll it.
That's just a constant thing with you. Shoot.
Yeah, and this time she fucking means it.
I was gonna say if he is one of the cultists, but okay.
Well, he's pointing a
14.
bow.
All right.
Yeah, but
Damn
Gotcha.
near a critical.
Yep, that'll hit.
18.
All right.
no.
All right, well, you see this guy pointing a bow and arrow. You quickly raise your crossbow. You fire off a shot. Zooms across, wiggles right between, pretty much right down the arrow shaft of his, tautly pulled arrow. You kind of see his eyes widen in slow motion as this bolt just comes rocketing right by his outstretched arm and punctures into his chest. He jerks back. Ow! Everyone else,
Great.
what? Everyone
We're
else,
all-
yep. Everyone else, what are you doing?
I was gonna say this. So, I advise you stand down because we've already bumped into trouble the dirt yesterday. and we're not
You
gonna-
can't see him right now. You're too far away.
I'd
God.
say
Like as
One
far
of
as
those
you're
kids from
like
locomotion.
as far as you're concerned, you just saw Ethill lift her crossbow and shoot somewhere, and you heard someone cry out in pain immediately afterwards.
I'm about to say, yeah, we're too far away to even do anything really. How far can I move?
You
With
can
just
move.
my movement?
You can move to about where Neothill is with your movement action.
Yeah, still not
I was gonna
close
do
enough
that.
to be still not close enough to be able to do anything.
I mean, you'd be within range for magic.
I don't really want to waste magic on just one enemy. I'll get right up to knee and just cover her, I guess.
Mm.
So everyone's kind of
And Rocket's following behind.
all right. So everyone's kind of gathering together on the bridge. All right.
Yep.
Well then, in that case, enemy's turn. The archer is going to go through with his initial plan and take a shot at knee.
You get one shot.
Let me check his.
While he's doing this, while I'm doing this, can he just look and go? You better make it fucking count.
You man.
Just give him that look. It's like
What's
you
your
better make it count.
what's your avoidance?
8,
All right. What's your armor?
4.
Mm.
You just took 11 points of damage. He
Alright.
looses his arrow. It zooms across, and kind of gets you in the hip. Doesn't dig in too deep, but it hurts a bit.
I imagine she just is looking more.
In my
dead.
next move, would it be possible just to run up to him, pull my dagger, and stab him with it?
Knee.
Yeah, you could totally do that. You'd probably have to make a bit of an athletics, acrobatics check, whatever, to get between these two rocks, but the rock and the barrel effectively. But yeah, you could do that. But
All right.
hold that thought, because as you're all sort of gathering together and that shot just happened, you see another guy
Oh no.
Stepping up from behind the rocks on
magic
the other
caster.
side. Yep.
Ah, shit, it's a mage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I accidentally misspelled his nameplate as Cultist Maid.
Oh my god.
Give me a second to go swap that D with a G. There we go.
I don't even see the names.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's mostly for my benefit. He thunks his staff down. The air around him rushes. He lifts a hand, and electricity starts crackling between his fingertips.
Oh no.
No, fuck.
This
And we're
ain't
right
gonna
above
be
a
good.
river. That's not good.
Yep. Well,
Plus, I'm kind of metal.
And yeah, Rocket's a big giant lightning rod at this point.
well. I mean, who do you think he's targeting? No, it's not your turn, Rocket. You can't move.
No.
So now can I do my thing?
No, the mage is going to be firing lightning at our chocobo.
Yep. And he
I
and he,
thought was going to be like the slow action for.
no. This is a standard action. He has an arcane weapon.
Huh.
All right.
Oh no.
So
Rocket!
So Rocket, what is your magic armor?
It's 4, and also my avoidance is 11.
Well, I mean, a spell doesn't have an accuracy roll. It just hits.
Let's say it's magic. You can't dodge it.
Your elemental thing
Yeah.
against electricity is you take double from it, right?
I think so.
All right.
That's
Check
not
the
good.
sheet.
Let me check your character sheet real quick. I have a copy of it from level 1 here, and that detail won't be changed.
So that's not good.
Rocket, look out!
This
You
is not gonna
you take 50% more damage from lightning and water damage. So you are so lucky you rolled like shit.
What? Say, it's a little
Shit.
So yeah, let's go ahead and say that that's about 5 points of damage. So he sends out the bolt of electricity, but it seems that considering their ambush was foiled, he didn't have quite as much time to charge it as he would have liked, and he was trying to zip it around Thanatos. The bolt of electricity isn't quite as strong as it is. It kind of gets you in the OS that gives you your mechanical eyesight, and your cyborg eye kind of flickers for a second, but it's no big deal, and you just kind of shrug it off. Just, yeah, it hurt, but I'm good.
Rocket, you
Hey,
okay?
rocket there, Sparky.
Sparky.
Sparky. Okay.
Anyways,
Is it our turn now?
no, it is not.
Oh no, another one.
Oh, fucking damn it, Tom.
Let's see here. Yeah. So this guy is going to come running up behind Rocket.
Just pick on the poor chocobo.
It's their mistake.
She's in back. Rocket, what is your avoidance again?
11.
11.
Ooh.
All right. Well, he hit.
Damn.
All right. Well, in that case,
Damn it, we're surrounded on both sides.
did. So, and then I assume your armor is also -4 because medium.
Uh,
Your armor and magic armor are both 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 11 points of damage.
okay.
Shit.
So you're kind of shrugging it off, and suddenly this asshole just comes out of nowhere from behind you, seeming to have been hiding behind the rocks, lifts up a curved sword, and as you're turning around, you hear his feet crushing through the sand. He brings it down, and it hits you in your wing. It doesn't dig very deep, and you kind of shuffle a bit, and it just kind of hits the rocket boosters that you hide under your wings. So it does damage, and it definitely hurts, and there's some blood loss going, but it's not anywhere near fatal or hindering.
Bastard.
All right.
Is it
Is
on?
it our?
Oh,
is it our
Christ.
turn yet?
Nope, there's another one.
What do you mean? Where?
There.
Oh,
The other side.
Tone, you sadistic asshole.
Right, I think we know what the plan is. When it's our turn.
He's just going for that fucking archer.
Yeah.
Leave Thanatos, if you can handle those two, I will try to look after Rocket as best I can.
All right, so
All right, yeah.
so
Assuming all goes well, and he's
So-
going to go in. Oh, good
so,
roll.
so yeah, 14 that hits. All right, so, 6. Minus 4 from that, so that's another 12 damage to Rocket.
I freaking hate how it takes me a whole turn to use a spell, and all these mage assholes can just fire it off.
Get an arcane weapon, man. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, now it's your guys' turn.
I'm gonna bash this fucker
Alright.
right in his face.
So,
Knee.
athletics, right?
Athletics to successfully wiggle your way through all that, yeah.
12.
Oh yeah, you wiggle through that just fine.
So what's the to hit for a dagger?
I'm pretty sure it's the same attack bonus as your ranged weapon. It's just your accuracy. You have training with it, so you can use it, so... Damage where the numbers may vary.
Right, Rocket, if you
14.
That's a hit. Roll damage. Pretty sure it's...
15.
Alright. So, you kind of... After this guy shoots you in the hip and you hear people ganging up on Rocket back there and a mage just zapped her with some static electricity, you put your crossbow away. You charge across the bridge. As you get to about here, you leap. You jump, you plant your left foot onto that barrel, you jump off as you pull the knife that had been granted to you by Vinar out of the sort of sleeve strap you'd kept it in. The archer just kind of looks up at you, his eyes going wide, and he's desperately trying to go for another arrow. He doesn't have a chance. You come down upon him, and you plunge that blade into his chest. Blood gurgles free. He spits out blood. He staggers back. You rip the blade out. There's a gush of blood, and he falls to his knees. He's not dead, though. He's damn close, though.
I told you to make it count.
Alright. Alright.
Rocket, could you handle the one by the walk? I would handle the one in front.
Alright. Tone,
Yes?
would it be too much to think that I could do an athletics check to jump across and attack the mage?
It would be, for level 2, it's doable. It would be kind of a high difficulty target, but you can try. I'm not stopping you.
Or burn the bastard to death.
Thing is, if you fail, you fall
He's a
in the river.
mage.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm not. You know, with my
Fry
luck,
his
I don't. For all I know, it's gonna fuck me. So I'm just gonna ready a fire spell.
All right.
Hmm.
You hold your scythe out in front of you. You put your hand to where the handle meets the blade. You start chanting, and black energies radiate around your hand as crimson fire starts to gather between your fingers. That'll go off at the start of your next turn. Alistair, Rocket, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to take this fucker here, and Rocket is going to hopefully beat the shit out of the one by the walk.
All right.
Yeah, the one by the rock, I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
Not cock him away.
All right. Roll your.
Nut
All right,
cracker.
everyone. Roll your attacks.
12.
Yes. Right, you bastard.
At this moment, he realized he fucked up.
It was at this moment that these two
Did you really
realized.
think you were going to get away, not just flanking us, but also hitting Rocket? For shame. Cultist.
These
I'm
don't
just
look
imagining,
like.
they nicked Rocky, and Rocky just slowly turns to look at them. Like that way, like, glaring.
All right, so yeah, Rocket's cultist takes 11 points of damage. I'll get around to describing it once Alistair makes his rolls.
So I don't include my damage yet. It does include the
You just
force.
need
Just your
accuracy.
roll your accuracy.
My accuracy.
Plus ACC.
Okay, which if I recall was 1. Just make sure. Da-da-da-da-da. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yep. 1. Okay.
You are not really meant for attacking.
I don't care. I want to punch him in the
He's
face.
certainly better at attacking than an actual white mage would be. Yeah, that hits. Roll
True.
damage.
Excellent. I'm going to bash his fucking head in.
Kind of
Come
sucks
on.
we can't get at this mage, but it's gonna. Hopefully, he doesn't strike at me while I'm trying to do this.
Mighty holy staff, give me the power to smite this bastard down.
Let's see, if he hits me, that cancels my spell, right?
If it's a critical or a teamwork attack, then yes, but not just a regular hit now.
Okay.
Ooh, back to the
Ooh.
plague that spawns you.
All right, so that's 19 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what happens. Rocket, after getting ganged up on, kind of turns to this one, and as Lumina stated, brings up her mechanical leg. The guy lifts a couple inches into the air and then touches back down, back a little bit. Kind of go.
Why does this keep happening?
Whereas the other one kind of turns to face Alistair just in time for Alistair to hold his staff out. There's a flash of white light, and the guy staggers back a few paces while some fresh bruises appear all along the front of his body as your staff just emits a flash, a burst of holy concussive force. All right, that everyone?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, back to the enemy. Let me see what all this enemy can do.
I swear to God, if any more show up, Tom.
So this archer is going to attempt to punch you, Nee.
Oh, is he now?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
Dare punch a girl? You have no honor.
That's 9 to hit.
All right, so it's A, so it does hit.
All right. Nope.
He's gonna punch her,
And
she's
what?
gonna be like
All right. And what is your armor again?
4.
All right.
He's punching me.
5 damage.
Yep. All right. So. Sure. Yeah, you just took 5 points of damage. The guy discards his bow because it's not going to be useful. This reaches up and punches you right in the face. It kind of snaps back. You look back down to him. A little bit of blood trickles out of your nose.
I think mistakes were made, buddy.
I could just imagine her face really pissed off, and she just looks at the blood coming down her nose. And
Yeah.
then she looks back at him.
So
in
currently, the
murderous
way
rage.
he's feeling, all the fucking rage and anger and distress he's been feeling since what happened earlier is now focused entirely on this cheeky motherfucker who thought he could punch me in the face.
He's like, get back!
All right. So, the mage over here,
Oh dear.
he's going to see you beating up on his buddy, and he is going to really quickly clutch his staff in both hands, say something, and around the top of his staff you see a swirling of putrid green and disgusting purple energies. He holds it up, and those same energies start to swirl around Uni. I need you to make a force check.
Uh-oh,
So-
he's trying to poison you. Enough with the poison,
Jesus.
Tom. Fuck you.
Well, the cultists, the disease-ridden fuckwits. Of course they have poison.
11 to 11.
Okay,
Suspects.
let's say in this particular instance, you are able to resist it. You kind of shrug it off, just. Ugh.
You don't have time for this.
Let's see.
Knees rage is strong.
Let's see. Okay, this guy, the guy that Rocket just ruined the family jewels of. Let's see here. He is none too pleased, and he
Well, I would
is,
imagine
yep,
not.
and he is going to attempt to shove you.
Shove. What, shove her into the water?
Maybe. What's your avoidance again, Rocket? 10?
11.
11. Okay, so
Oh.
he comes forward and he tries to shove you, and you plant your feet, and his hands just kind of dig into your feathers a bit. He gives you a few pushes, looks up at you, and just you're eye to eye.
I mean, tiny
Buddy,
human, giant chocobo. That's also a cyborg.
buddy, you are super desperate because I tried to lift that chocobo once. It may break my back. You have no chance in hell.
I just imagine he tries pushing her, just looks up, he looks up at her, she looks down, and he goes, "Mommy."
Well, anyways, the other one.
Do you want a hug?
Anyways, the other one right there is going to do something similar against Alistair. Going to attempt a shove. What's your avoidance?
Okay, let's have a look. Avoidance, where are you? Oh, it's 5. Oh, shite.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is.
yep, that it. So, subtract your armor from 7. What does that amount to? Pretty sure it's 3.
Oh, it's at 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So you take
be
so you take 3 damage, and I need you to make an opposed force roll.
Okay.
What,
Give
trying
me
to
a
push him into
second.
the river?
Like, he just took damage from the shove, but he's trying to resist actually being pushed.
Hmm.
Nice.
Which, lucky I have a free boost, but let's see what's that do, shall we? Go fuck yourself, cultist. Oh.
Nope.
All right, so he comes in, he rams his shoulder into you from the side, trying to knock you into the river, and it hurts, and you feel your shoulder complaining from strain, and you stumble a bit, but not into the river. You just kind of stumble back a few paces in that direction. You're otherwise fine. All right, back to the party.
Yep. Get the fuck
think
off
I
me, you
hear you.
filthy cultist.
You gonna punch him in the face?
Oh no, I'm just fucked. My knife is still in my hands. This
Right,
guy
so
has made mistakes.
Errors have been made.
I take it.
Mistakes have
13
been
hits.
made. 13 to hit? Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. Okay, so here's what happens. This guy punched you in the face, your head knocked back, came back down, there was a trickle of blood. You then brought up your knife, kind of let go of it for a second, and then you caught it again so that it's kind of so that the blade is kind of sticking out between your middle and ring fingers. And then you punch him in the face. And the tip of your dagger pierces between his eyes and sticks out the back of his head. There's a spray of blood and gray matter. You then put your other hand on his face, shove him back while yanking your dagger out, and as it's coming back, you kind of let it go again and hold it normally again, and he falls back, and he is very dead.
As he's falling down, Nee just turns to look at the mage.
Yeah, but
the
what about
mage-
that fire spell?
Yeah, that mage isn't gonna be around very much longer.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
Okay. Hold that thought. Nee, you still have a movement action, but hold that thought. Thanatos, your fire spell goes off. Who are you aiming it at?
The mage.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage.
All right. Hold on. Let's see here. Roll.
Which is the wisest move to do. Incinerate him. Finish him.
32.
Oh!
Okay, so you pull the ball of flame back from your scythe, you pitch back, you hurl it, it goes soaring through the air around it ripples. The cultist mage sees it coming. You can see he's desperately trying to ready a counter spell. Not enough time. He was too busy with that poison spell. The fire hits him, there's a large explosion and a smoke cloud forms. And as the smoke clears, there's just this charred husk of a once a human, now not on the ground.
As for me, I'm gonna go back at this fucking cultist asswipe here. Right.
The mouth on this paladin.
Also, that's 5 MP for that spell, Tom.
Okay.
Hit our chocobo, would you? Try to push me off the bridge, did you? Well, fuck you too. I'm releasing my wrath upon you.
7 to hit. Yeah, that'll do it. Roll damage.
Yep. Yeah, this is the thing about my character. If he gets in rage, he gets in.
It's like a barbarian paladin.
Mm.
That'd be an interesting multi-class in D&D.
Yep.
5 levels in paladin, 5 levels in barbarian. That'd be fun.
Yep. Be gone, cult.
17.
All right, well, as he's still kind of trying to... Yeah, after he tried to shove you, you came springing back. Again, light forms on the end of your staff. You clobber him across the face. There's that blinding flash and deep bassy boom. He staggers off to the side. When he turns back to face you, his jaw is all dislocated at an odd angle, and like you can see like muscles straining in his neck, and his whole facial structure is twitching and whatnot. Blood is dribbling out of his mouth and nose, and he's alive, but only just.
If I was you, I would retreat while you have the chance. Unless you want to die today.
Finesse check. Please make a finesse check for intimidating him.
Mm-hmm.
Finesse check. Don't let them leave. They all must die.
Mm.
I did not just incinerate that one guy just to let the others get away.
All right.
Mm.
All right. Well, you rolled high enough. You needed to beat his 5, so the guy turns and he will start running away come the return of the enemy's turn. Rocket, your go.
Okay, this guy, I'm just gonna attack him for the.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Oof.
Ooh.
Ow.
All right, so bring up your mechanical leg. You hit him square in the chest. He staggers back, breathless. You felt plenty of his ribs breaking from that. He's still standing and still alive, but he's hurting. Now it's the enemy's turn.
Do you want to intimidate him or not?
Well, his
I
buddy.
remember the last.
His buddy is making a break for it.
Hmm.
He's
Best hope you can outrun a raging paladin, or you are fucked, buddy.
I'll be more concerned about the chocobo. They're faster than a paladin.
Hmm.
Well, anyways,
That's a good point. Rocket, attack.
You just not.
Fetch.
anyways, this guy is going to stagger back a ways while reaching into his pouch and withdrawing a blue vial.
Oh no.
Yep. And he's going to quickly chug it down as you guys are preparing to pursue, and I really quickly need to figure out what 1/4 of his max HP is.
Did he just heal?
Which one's healing?
The one by the rocks.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get a shot off on him. There's rocks in the way.
Yeah. He chugs the potion, and you hear a few snaps as a couple of his ribs snap back into place. All right.
Oh, you bastard! You are not healing.
You just chugged
I'm
the
gonna
potion.
kill you.
Back to the party's rotation.
I'm not sure. I mean, his buddy's led. Like, he's
I
just brutalized.
Rocket, what do you want to do?
I mean,
do you want to chase the one that's trying to run away?
you can still shoot his buddy. He's still on the map. It's when he's off the map that he's no longer in combat and you can't shoot him anymore.
I think we're talking about this guy that I can't shoot because he's behind rocks.
Well, I was thinking of maybe going after this bastard. What about you, Rocket? Do you want to go after him, or do you want to chase after the one that's trying to run away? If you can.
Well, you are the one that told him to leave. Why are you wanting to go after him again?
Hey, you're the one that says let none of them live. And I did say this. You best hope you can outrun a raging paladin. But I don't think I'm enraged to chase after him.
Oh my goodness.
Plus,
Moving back on the bridge.
Plus, this bugger is just healed. So that change of plans.
Yeah.
He's willing to fight on.
Let's deal with the one that's actually trying to stay here.
I sorry, like, I really can't shoot over those rocks, can I?
You cannot, no.
You could try to shoot the one trying to escape, though. Because I feel like I have to go after this one, because I don't think I'd be enraged to get after him. But you could be enraged to shoot the bastard in the head and finish him off.
I think what happens here is he grabs her crossbow, raises it towards the guy who's running away, but as she's doing so, her rage from and anger and despair and all of that she's been feeling, having pretty much taking all of it out on this poor bastard.
Yeah.
That's kind of subsided, so she calms down, lowers her crossbow. It's not worth it. And lets him go.
All right.
As for me, I'm just rolling to see if I can hit this bugger. Right. Your buddy's run off and fled. This left you behind. Let's see if you're going to die or not, shall we? +1. Mustn't forget that. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
And it's
that'll hit.
again. It seems.
Go ahead.
Right.
Roll
Damage.
for damage.
Mm-hmm. You best hope that potion you take is enough, buddy. 17 again.
Well, he just finishes chugging his potion, tossing it away, and grabbing his sword back for the fight. And there you are, right in his face, staff swinging. You hit him across the face. He goes flying off to the side, crashes into the rock, kind of slumps to the ground, looks up at you with his eyes rolling in his skull, and a lot of blood dribbling out of his nose and mouth. Looks like his face has imploded a little bit because he no longer has a nose that pokes out.
Oh,
Wow, you just freaking jammed his nose probably into his
I'm pretty
brain.
sure that's actually that's fatal if that happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's alive for the moment, and he probably will be
Well-
dead soon if he doesn't get medical attention.
Yeah, I imagine he's got critical brain damage at this point.
I mean,
'cause
Yeah.
the
I was
bone
thinking-
in your nose, if your nose is gone face, that bone's gone right up into your brain. Your frontal
No.
lobe is mush.
Now I think about it, while he's in a quite of a state, would it be possible to offer him a deal or such?
He
I-
literally got brain damage. Could he comprehend?
I doubt he can talk right now.
Yeah, I mean, his frontal lobe is being fucked up. Like, if you wanted to make a deal with him, you would have to heal him first. As it stands, he'll be dead when your next round starts.
Hmm.
I'm about to say, let's just.
Well, if
leave
he could
him.
give me some sort of signal to indicate, then if he can't speak.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was going to say something like
the
this.
motherfucker's dying. Why is he going to give you a signal for anything?
I'd say, Darkness. You just jammed his nose into his frontal lobe. He probably doesn't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll let him die then.
Just let him be.
So much for information.
He's in
Well, you should have. Well, you should have thought about that before you jammed his freaking nose into his
You literally
brain.
destroyed the part of his brain that holds information.
You should have specified non-lethal
he's-
damage.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
can or at least not hold it.
I'll keep that in mind
comprehend
next
the
time.
information.
All right, anyone else
All
taking
right.
any actions this round?
Rocket, do you want to get in there?
No. at this point, like Ethill's already done, but she's probably just gonna.
I'd say just let him
calm
be.
down.
All right,
At
well,
this point, it'd be a mercy killing.
Yeah.
this guy over here disappears because he's running away, and this guy, after a few moments, just lying there, feebly trying to lift his sword but not able to as his body shuts down, soon just passes away.
Can we take
There.
his stuff?
Just take his stuff. I am going to go around here, check out this mage, see what he's got.
Mm.
Now that silence has returned, Nee just kind of looks around a bit. Letting things
Let's
just
have
go
a
on at
look.
her a bit.
So it'll be a scavenge check, which I got 2 now, which is great. I could use my scavenge.
Interrupting.
Yep, scavenge
Her
check.
face,
Go
her
ahead.
face kind of falls, and then she just kind of goes to the edge of the bridge and sits down, staring off into the distance.
Alright,
All right.
I will also roll a scavenge.
You know what? This sounds like an occasion to, for the first time in the series, pull up one of the character themes. Give me a moment.
Alright.
I mean, you won't be able to hear this.
Do I
probably,
still roll? For me scavenge?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh. Damn.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Of the 3 corpses that are here, let's see here.
Rocket, do you want to scavenge the other one or look in the barrel?
Cumulatively across the 3 bodies, you find 116 gil.
What about the swords?
Ooh.
and stuff?
The swords, they're kind of haphazard, not in the best of conditions. They'd basically be tier 0 if you were to use them just 2d6 rolls.
Hmm. So do you want to have a look in the whatchamacallit? The barrel
Is there-
rocket or the archer?
Is there anything of interest on the mage?
If there was, you incinerated it. I mean, his gills. His gills survived. That's part of where the money came from. But
Yep. Money.
Well, yeah, I probably should have thought about that. Right, incinerated him.
yeah,
I guess I'll take the barrel.
As for me,
yeah. Well, all right. So Rocket's going to the barrel.
All right. And after going that, I'm gonna go over here and.
And just double checking, did I find anything on this guy's body?
Everything you found, I already told you. 116 gil. There's nothing else of value here.
Okay, 116. Got it.
All right.
I think right now
it'd be 29 between us all if we share it.
Well, as of right now, I'll address one more thing, and then we should probably get to Thanatos. Rocket, you check the barrel, and yep, there's more. There are more body parts in it. You can smell it just approaching. Looks like they weighed it down with some rocks from the beach and cut a hole in the side of it. Looks like their plan was to just chuck it in, let the rocks hold it down, and let the water currents carry down the infection. That would continue to breed in the flesh for as long as it was there.
We need a fire raga over here.
I'll deal with that in a second.
I'm probably gonna them over here and see what's going on.
Yeah, Neothil's kind of just sitting at the edge of the bridge, and it's not very heavily suspended above. It's not very high above the water, so like, if you're letting your feet dangle, you're like the water's up to your ankles if you're letting that happen.
Yeah.
So, you ready to talk yet?
Do you ever feel like there's something about yourself you should know but you don't? Something that maybe you won't like?
Well, the only thing I come close is my rage. I mean, I never wanted to harm anyone, but ever since a dear friend was fatally injured, the rage just comes out of me.
Rage is
control it sometimes.
Rage is something I'm all too familiar with.
I'm not talking about rage.
But that's just me and Thanatos.
What
What
are
about
you?
you?
But then what are you talking?
What am I talking about? That is the question, isn't it? Do I even want to know the answer?
Well, just know this. Whenever you do want to, I sure we can help as best we can. And we won't judge you, whatever it is. But if you like, I can leave you and Thanatos to talk about it. I need to check on Rocket's injuries anyway. Are you okay?
I haven't been okay for a very long time, Alistair.
Go check
I
on
meant
Rocket.
physically, because you did take
Alice.
a hit.
Alice here.
Okay.
I've got this. Go check on the bird.
Hey, Rocket.
Yeah?
Need any healing?
Yeah, I could use some healing, but more importantly, you might want to fire raga that barrel.
Yeah. I'm sure Thanatos would burn it up shortly. Let's just leave him in need for a moment, and I need to focus on you.
Okay.
So where does it mostly hurt?
We'll say for expediency's sake that you're able to focus on the spell and just to get
Yep.
Rocket back up to
I've
full.
moved
without-
back to the character moment.
I know,
Mhm.
I am.
Alright.
Go on.
Alright, go on YouTube.
So you were saying?
Remind me, Thanatos, why was it that you came here to the strange city in the middle of nowhere?
I'm trying to find somebody.
Who?
My master. He left me a long time ago. Never told me why.
I suppose I'm also trying to find someone or something. I don't really know. Tell me, did you ever know your parents?
I did.
I mean,
We
I
lived far away from here. It was a rough life, but I suppose it could have been worse.
I was found in a box. My parents, as I know them, I was a couple of weeks old according to them. I don't know how I got there. Who left me there? But all my life I've been I'm visibly reluctant to share this information, but at this point I'm just emotionally bored down. I I've been seeing someone. This figure, woman, cloak, feathery, within a void. Sometimes in my dreams, sometimes in the waking world, but not there, not really. That's what I saw last night. I came so close to her, closer than I've ever been. I touched her. She was so cold. And she knew me, and I knew her. I don't know how. Who am I, Thanatos?
We are who we choose to be, Nate.
It's easy to say when you know what you are.
There are times even I question what I really am. When I look at myself now compared to that scared little boy who watched his... I'd rather not get into that.
Well, that's why I'm here. If I can find the right mage, maybe they know what she is. Why I see her. What brought me to Ulvatea. Any of it. I dread the answers. I don't know how Rania and Scalaru or any of them might view me. But I need to know. One way or another.
You want
With that, I just get up and walk away.
Okay. Following that, kind of still have the barrel of body parts to deal with, and
yes, allow me.
You'd better burn it.
I assume you.
And if you're wondering why I walled, I was just doing an awareness check.
All right,
Got an eye out.
There wasn't anything.
Snap. All right, snap and a fire wisp.
Yep.
Let it burn. That's 1 MP.
Bring up a fire wisp. Bring it down and light the barrel of flame. The fire roars in front of you, and the smell of burning flesh and wood fills your nostrils. A plume of smoke starts to fill the air, rise up into the heavens. And as you're doing that, you all can't help but occasionally look over at Nee and just see that distant look in her eyes, the firelight reflecting in it. And I think that is where we'll call it for the day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is a to be continued for us.
To be continued.
Yeah, so.
To be continued.
So, yep. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to this episode of Final Fantasy D6. Chronicles of Eno. Kind of ended on a bit of an emotional note there.
Character development.
It's a thing! You guys are, considering, like, half of you are newbies, you are doing surprisingly well. Well done, Hades. Kudos to you. So, yeah, hopefully we can keep this train going next week. Maybe next time Rocket will be a bit more talkative. I noticed she was kind of quiet this session, but no, well, you were doing shit. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Sure.